funny. You don't look sick. You know, you can choose to be happy. You're just doing this to get attention. So bad things happened to you when you were younger. Can't you just get over it? Gee, I wish I could sit around at the house all day and do nothing. I think mental illness is just a code word for not wanting to be responsible for your life. Coming to terms with a mental illness is not an easy process. Most people don't get it. Most people think it's just a matter of talking yourself out of being mentally ill. They think and wholeheartedly believe that it is just a matter of mind over body, that people like us can simply decide not to be ill. They don't realize it is a physical issue. During the most pivotal points in our developmental periods, horrible things were happening. During that same period, hormones, chemicals, and functions were also trying to develop. Take that into consideration. During the development of our fight or flight response, we were in a constant state of fight or flight. Imagine that, just for a moment. Most people never have to experience that. Most people never have to live in a household full of beating, fighting. Most people never have to imagine what it feels like to cower in a corner and hope and pray that the violence doesn't come to them. When that function of fight or flight is constantly introduced on that level, this is a normal level. This is our level. This is what we experienced constantly during our childhood. When it's introduced on that level in a constant state, the brain automatically produces more of that chemical than the average person, thus throwing us into a constant state of panic and anxiety, even on small issues. That goes for our adrenaline functions as well, our heart rates, our sleep patterns, our digestion. Everything gets thrown out of whack. Depression and anxiety are both physical issues. They developed because the chemical development went wrong. We are chemically incapable of not being depressed or anxious. Not to say that we can't manage our depression or anxiety. It will always be there, underlying. Getting over it isn't possible. People who have mild depression may be able to get over it or talk themselves out of it, but those of us who experience moderate to severe depression can't get over it. We have to manage our depression. And just like other illnesses, we may relapse. That doesn't mean we failed. That doesn't mean we are failures. We just relapsed. That's all. That will happen from time to time. That isn't a bad thing. We continue on our management of our illness, and it will become bearable.